presentation. So I'm going to present to you our smart manufacturing product, Plant Connect S Factory. And I'm going to talk through different use cases. Swapnil talked about case studies, but I will leave some of the case study discussions to the users panel, which we are going to have after my session. But I will talk about the use cases which are normally required by the manufacturing companies and how Plant Connect S Factory provides solutions for these use cases. So as everyone agrees and previous speakers have also talked about, it is time to reimagine future of manufacturing. What has been happening for last maybe 100 years cannot continue to happen in the same way. We need to do some key changes or some paradigm shifts in the way manufacturing is thinking. And digital transformation is the answer for that. So it is critical for growth as well as survival. And during this pandemic, it was digital which helped us go through the pandemic in a reasonable fashion, I would say. Our systems or our companies did not collapse, but they survived and they came out at the end of the tunnel. And this was primarily possible because of the digital technologies. And I don't have to elaborate on that. Everyone has gone through that experience, and people have now realized that there is no other option but to go digital. And same applies to the manufacturing, to the core shop floor activities of a manufacturing plant floor, and hence digital is the way forward. So what are the characteristics of a digitally connected shop floor, or what are the characteristics when a core manufacturing setup becomes digital? They become smart, the setup becomes smart, connected, and integrated. So these are the three primary characteristics that have to be there in any solution that is deployed on a shop floor. And what do they provide you with? So these three characteristics, smart, connected, integrated, provide you with visibility, with flexibility, and with agility. So different people who are involved get almost real-time visibility into what's happening across the shop floor. You get flexibility to take the decisions and implement them immediately. You get flexibility to move around things quickly and become ready for those change scenarios very quickly without spending a lot of time. Your manufacturing becomes agile. So all these things are possible if you go for a smart manufacturing solution. And I'm here today to present just such a solution to you. It is Plant Connect S Factory. And this is a smart factory or industry 4.0 solution for manufacturing setups. So at a high level, what does Plant Connect S Factory give you? It gives you real-time data and actionable analytics. So actionable is an important word here. It's not just analytics which you look at after, maybe after the fact or after a certain time, and analyze it. You can get the analytics which are actionable in real time. You can take actions right there and then to improve whatever things that are happening on the shop floor. It facilitates faster decision making. It syncs up with the key shop floor processes, and this is very important if we have to sustain this solution on the shop floor, because it has to be in sync with all the processes which are happening on the shop floor. And it easily integrates in smart manufacturing ecosystem. So this is again a very important aspect. It cannot create an island on the shop floor. It has to integrate with your ERP, with your CMMS, with your warehouse management system, and so on. So it has ability to integrate with your ecosystem on the shop floor. I have only half an hour, and I know everybody wants to hear our esteemed speakers after this in the panel discussion. So I'm going to run through some slides quicker than the others, and I'm starting with the basics. So edge connectivity is the starting point of any smart manufacturing initiative, because as I said, the key characteristic is connected. So we have to connect to the assets. And Plant Connect has multiple options for this connectivity. Our Artidas is our data acquisition software, and there are different options to install Artidas. So we have option of installing it in Cisco IOX compliant routers, and then the network router becomes an edge gateway. You can install it in any Windows or Linux IPC, a standard box, and then there is DATCON, which is our own edge gateway hardware. So these are different options, and we decide the right option for the particular scenario. Here I am listing some of the connectivity protocols which are supported by Plant Connect, and I want to read through it, but you can, if you want information, we can share it later. Also, edge connectivity, as all of you who have done anything in connected factory or smart manufacturing knows, that is the biggest challenge and the biggest hurdle which has to be handled correctly and optimally in order to actually kickstart a smart manufacturing project. And AIPL has all that it takes to do this optimally and in the most realistic fashion. Here, this is a typical deployment of a smart factory solution. So the solution will be typically deployed on multiple sites. These could be different plants, these could be different departments in the same plant, where our edge gateway, whatever hardware we use, edge gateway will connect to multiple machines. It can also connect to sensors, it can connect to PLCs, CNC controllers, and so on. And it will collect the data and push it to the server. Server can be deployed in the cloud, or it can also be an on-premises server. In addition to this data which is pushed, connected, obtained from the machines, there is some manual data entry required, and Plant Connect allows that as well. Then, as I mentioned, there is a connectivity or the integration with enterprise systems. On the shop floor, we provide a operator interface, and I'll talk more about that in the further slides. So this is a typical deployment that happens. Our Artidas allows for edge processing capabilities, and it allows for very quick custom edge processing capabilities. You can configure certain custom edge processing logics into Artidas. So we have a hybrid model where there is some processing happening on the edge and some processing on the cloud, taking advantage of both the platforms. This is how the overall network deployment will occur, and as Mr. Inamdar covered in the Cisco presentation, Cisco has solutions for all of these, and you can go as deep as you want and as elaborate as you want, and depending on your requirement, you can do the networking, but this is the backbone on which any smart manufacturing solution will work. Now I come to the major part of my presentation, where I'm going to cover different use cases and going to talk through them. So I will start with the most fundamental use cases which are required by almost every company, and then I will in the next slide go to a little more advanced use cases. But these are fundamental, by no means less important. I think they are the most important use cases which give you very quick return on investments, and they are like a must have. They are no more good to have type of use cases. They are almost must have use cases in any manufacturing setup. So the first major portion is production related use cases, and it starts with OE, overall equipment effectiveness, or tracking availability, performance, quality of the assets. There is condition monitoring of the assets, then the whole shop floor workflow on the shop floor. And it results into improving the productivity, reduction in downtime, reduction in losses, real-time actions, etc. Now here I will switch to the demo of Plant Connect. So I have a demo running on a simulated data. So I will switch to that. Just give me a second. Right. So I have here Plant Connect S Factory installation running on our demo server with simulated data. So as you can see on the left hand side, you can see all the machines or all the devices which are configured in this installation. It could be one plant, it could be more plants. On the right hand side, what you see is the system dashboard where different widgets are showing information related to the production that is currently happening in the on the shop floor. And these widgets, we have a library of widgets, and as we do more and more customer installations, the more and more widgets get added. So whatever I'm showing here are the sample widgets, and there are widgets which are developed specifically for a customer as well. But coming to the main points, I wanted to talk about the production. You can track the production of the whole plant per day. So it is tracking daily production. It is tracking the losses that are occurring in the plant as such. And you can drill down into those losses, and you can then go to the individual machines. So you can drill down into the losses, and then you can go to the individual machines which are producing these losses. Then coming down to the this is giving you the overview of the machines for the entire shift. So it is showing you department wise, and this widget is very useful for the production supervisors and managers. It is showing you the machine, its status, whether it is on or off or idle, how many parts, availability, performance, quality. And this bar is showing you what is the expected production for current shift. So the light blue bar, what is my target for today's shift? This dark blue bar is showing you how much should have been produced right now. So what is expected production right now? And the green bar shows what is the actual. And if the actual is lagging behind expected by certain percentage, you can set up an alert which will go to the supervisor, and then supervisor can check what's happening and why the production is lacking. So this is a simple actionable insight, which is very powerful. It allows you to take corrective actions immediately. And at the bottom, it is showing OE, which is color coded. Green is above a certain percentage, yellow is in medium, and red is it's very low OE. And again, there can be alerts based on the OE values as well. And operators can take the loss analysis. I'll just show one more dashboard. So this is the dashboard for an individual machine. And here I would like to show you the losses. So the losses at the system dashboard are at category level. So the 16 TPM losses, which are tracked by most companies, they will show the categories of those losses here. But at the machine level, you will see the reasons within those categories. So you can define 3 levels of losses and show the granular reasons for these losses. And tracking, there is a statistical process control widget, top 5 losses widget, and so on and so forth. And all these widgets will help you take real-time decisions in the system. Getting back to the presentation, the next area of use cases is maintenance. So here again, this is again a very popular use case. You can track assets as well as the tooling. So your critical molds and jigs and also be tracked from the maintenance perspective. So it will track the running hours of these assets as well as running hours of the tooling. And the maintenance alerts are generated based on running hours, based on conditions, so prescriptive maintenance as well as predictive maintenance. And as is well known, this helps in just-in-time maintenance, and that saves, because the same asset will run to the optimum, and then the system will alert you for the maintenance. before it is broken, before it breaks down, but not too early when it does not need maintenance. It also increases the utilization of the spares as well as the tools to an extent, because your tools as well as spares, any consumables would get utilized maximum, and then system will give you an alert to replace. So there is always a talk about ROI. How do I calculate return on investment on such a system? And these maintenance use cases are a very straightforward way of calculating ROI. If how much have you saved on your breakdown times, on your consumables, on your spares, you can easily calculate the ROI for such a system. Then the next area is obviously quality. Again, there are different aspects of quality, and all of these are handled plant connect factory. One is connecting the quality equipment. So your test equipment are connected, the manual QA forms are made available in the system, so that the inline QA as well as final inspection results are directly fed in along with all the data. Then we have the statistical process control widgets, as I showed some time ago, which will track the process and make sure that it is in the normal range. And if the process is going outside the normal limits, then immediately alerts will be generated, and users can then check what's happening, and then they can take the corrective action. Then we have one more feature. Inline quality checks are performed by the system, and the system will ensure that a part which is not of adequate quality or not as per the defined quality norms not forward. So just to give you an example, we implemented a solution where there was a assembly line of nut, not assembly line, there was a nut runner line. So where an engine block comes, and there are some 10 stations, nuts on a particular surface are tightened. Now it is extremely crucial and extremely critical that this simple operation of nut tightening happens with adequate quality. So the torque and the angle has to be as defined. So our system is monitoring this, and if for any nut this is not adhered to, system will stop the conveyor. It will not allow that engine block to move forward without quality operation happening. So in short, we are ensuring 100% quality in this operation, and this has helped this company save a lot in their inspection efforts, as well as getting the quality of these engine blocks nuts to maximum possible limits. So it's a simple use case, but a very effective use case and a very useful use case. Then there is one more aspect of quality where we ensure the in the assembly process, we ensure that the main part and the subcomponents match with each other. So there again, we through the RF or through the barcode readers, we read the main part and we read each station, and we ensure that the sub part that is being fitted on the main part is of the correct type and of the correct so this again is a big improvement in the quality of that output. So these are different use cases I'm talking about. They are not the only ones that are supported by Sfactory, because there are really infinite use cases, and every company will have slight differences in what they need and how they need it. And Sfactory has a good core architecture that allows such customization and that allows such quick tweaks to the product to make it suitable for different scenarios and different cases. Now I will go to the next set of use cases, and these are a little bit more advanced. So starting with the so whatever use cases I told you just now, many of them contribute to this concept of paperless factory, where you do not need to move papers from one shop floor to the other place, but digitally you can convey information, or you can transfer information at the right time, at the right place, and to provide the users with the right tools the shop floor. So I already talked about sync up with the shop floor workflow, or the starting from the production scheduling, inline inspection to the final inspection. So all this is handled by S-Factory without any papers required to be moved from a place to place. Then digitalization of key shop floor activities, where instead of papers, the system provides you the required information, be it the next job, its job card, or be it the quality inspection parameters, the norms, and so on. Paper, I have one more slide. I will elaborate a little more. Then the next area is track and trace. So this is again a different set of use cases, different set of requirements, but these have very popular or in demand that we have seen in last few months. So here again, you are tracking the raw material, sub-assemblies, finished good, which I just in the quality use case, where you track that the parts and the sub-parts or the sub-assemblies are matching. The second use case in this is the so when a product goes out in the field, system, or when product is being, system will store all the data during production, and which can be extracted anytime required using the serial number of the product. So the traceability requirement is fulfilled. This also ensures that you have the complete track of the work in progress, because work in progress is again a big area where your inventory is locked. Give you a clear picture of the work in progress, so that you can take quick decisions and can decide how to unlock that inventory and get the products finished and out of the door. Some track and trace. Then the last use, it's not really a use case, it's a big area of analytics. So analytics is an integral, as I said, from very simple transactional analytics, like your rate of production lagging behind the expected, which is a very powerful analytics, and providing actionable alert based on that analytics, to the analytics using historical data over a period, like giving you the machine learning abilities and so on. So this is delivered through different dashboards and reports and actionable alerts, and we use different techniques, knowledge, different statistical tools, and AI/ML. I would like to talk a little bit about the expert knowledge here. There is a lot of hype and a lot of talk everywhere, but in all this talk, we forget, or we try to overlook a very critical aspect, and that is the expert present in every manufacturing setup. There are people who have huge knowledge and deep understanding of the manufacturing processes, and if we do not convert this deep understanding and knowledge in, then we are missing out on a really critical asset that every manufacturing company has. So what we have is, we have a rule engine based module. We call it CBP, or condition based processing, where the expert knowledge is converted into rules, and these are applied as the product. And this is used for many different things. It is used for deciding when a maintenance is due. This is used for deciding is as expected, and then there are many use cases where this is used. But this is, I think, Plant Connect S Factory differentiates itself with this module, and in each and every installation of ours, this module gets used pretty heavily. And when we discuss with the customers and we may explain, and when they see the flexibility and adaptability of this module, they go out and think how it can be used, and then it is used in many different ways. And every time we realize that this could be used also, and so on. Then of course there are certain standard statistical tools that we use, like the SPC and Pareto charts and some other. And then there is a AIML. I have a slide on AIML also, and I'll talk about it. Summarizing everything. So deliverables, performance, workflow, or the paperless manufacturing, maintenance, and manufacturing analytics. The details of that. Again, list of functional modules, and I have talked about each and every one of these, and I to one of them a little bit, which is the HMI, or the tablet, or the smart screen for operators, or an interface for the operators. Provide an interface for the operators so that they can interact with the system, and this interface allows them to do certain necessary interact. And second, it acts as a platform, or acts as an interface for collaboration. So the operators can collaborate with the supervisors or their managers through the Mr. Inamdar mentioned about WebEx and the collaboration tools from Cisco. So some of those are integrated into this, and the operators are able to use these tools effectively without moving from a place, or without hampering the production. The second aspect of this is for the digital enablement. So for giving them the SOPs and so on. So I have some slide on that, so I will talk about it there. Let's just dwell a little bit into paperless manufacturing. So paperless manufacturing encompasses, so one is shop floor workflow, I already talked about it. Second is converting the empowering the operator to become a digital operator. Now here, the operator can do different things. One is the collaboration. I already is these digital interfaces which are available for the operator will give him seamlessly different things which he needs operations without asking. So system will intelligently provide him these things. So when he starts a new product on the machine, when he's setting up the machine, the system will load the required SOPs, or the standard operating system will load the latest drawings if required for that product, and he will be able to access all that. This reduces a lot of burden on maintaining these SOPs, their latest versions, and delivering them to each workstation through papers. The operating environment on a shop floor is sometimes, there is a lot of oil and some dust and burr and so on. Things in a good condition, and making the operator use them properly sometimes can become a pain. So these digital SOPs solve these problems, and is always looking at the latest information. This is also used for fault analysis, or can be used for any breakdown happens on the machine, or any problem is developing on the machine. System can understand that there's a problem developing and intelligently provide the operator with some guidelines or some help to overcome that problem, some steps to take. This is of course dependent on what kind of a knowledge base is available in the organization. So this is not going to happen magically, but if there is a good amount of knowledge base, and that knowledge base is collected into the system, this would be a very useful functionality for the operators. And then the third part is of course the enterprise integration. So manufacturing core function, taking inputs from ERP, production planning systems and so on, and then feeding to back to ERP about the production information, about the asset utilization, utilization of the components, the raw material, and so on, and then also maintenance management system. So I talked about the maintenance module in S Factory. Now S Factory is to the information management system, so it is not going to do the maintenance workflow. Its core competency is to understand when maintenance is required and to tell the people who are responsible for maintenance is needed. What we do, if a company has a CMMS, then we push the information to a CMMS, and then the CMMS takes care of the further workflow, who person will be assigned, what raw material is needed, what tools are needed, and all that. So these are the three key areas of a paperless, and this is what is provided by S Factory.